In a sun-drenched valley, cradled by towering mountains, there lived a bear named Barnaby. Now, Barnaby was a bear of simple, grand pleasures, and the greatest of these was honey. He dreamed of its golden sweetness and the glorious sticky mess it made of his fur. His one mission in life was to raid the hive of a bee named Beatrice. But Beatrice was no ordinary bee. She was the guardian of the golden meadow, home to honey so exquisite it was said to taste like sunshine and laughter. Their conflict was the stuff of valley legend. Barnaby would devise elaborate plans, rolling in mud for camouflage or waiting for a gust of wind to mask his approach. And every single time, Beatrice and her squadron of striped defenders would stop him. He'd always retreat, swatting at the air with a single, mocking sting on his nose. One afternoon, after a particularly humiliating retreat, Barnaby collapsed by the river, miserable. "Why won't she just share?" he grumbled to the sky. A tiny dragonfly, who saw everything, whispered, "You only ever come to take Barnaby. You have never once asked what you could give." The words struck Barnaby. He was a bear, a creature of taking. What could he possibly give? The next day, Beatrice found Barnaby sitting a respectful distance from the meadow. "My fur is thick," he rumbled gently. "My claws are strong. I am good for more than just breaking things." He proposed a trade. Protection for a taste. A family of badgers had been sniffing around, and they were a real threat. Beatrice was skeptical, but she agreed. "One small taste," she buzzed. "At the end of the week, if you prove yourself." So Barnaby began his vigil. He patrolled the borders, his sheer presence enough to send the badgers scurrying. He even used his strength to move a fallen log, creating a perfect windbreak for the clover. The bees watched him, and slowly, their nervous hum turned into the hum of a busy, secure hive. They saw that the great, clumsy creature was trying. At the week's end, Barnaby sat waiting. Beatrice flew out, and 2 worker bees followed, carrying a single, perfect, golden honeycomb droplet. They placed it on a leaf before him. Barnaby dipped a single claw into the honey. It was more than he had ever dreamed. It wasn't just sweet, it was the taste of warm clover, of cool mountain air, of trust, and of a promise kept. It was the best thing he had ever tasted, because for the first time he had earned it. From that day on, he was Barnaby, the guardian of the golden meadow. He learned that the sweetest honey isn't the one you take, but the one that is given by a friend. Thanks for joining us for this little story. If you enjoyed it, please give us a like and subscribe for more tales from the valley. See you next time.